Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Crow. So, Russell Brand returned yesterday with a live stream that hit massive numbers on Rumble. Now, compared to even YouTube numbers, I think it's very big, but Rumble does not have the same amount of people watching that YouTube does because it's just getting started, it's just getting off the ground. But I mean, look at it. 842,000 people have viewed this live stream. Now, I didn't have a chance to watch the entire thing when it was live, but when I tuned in, there were over 70,000 people watching concurrently for roughly about 10 minutes before I had to tune out. So it's safe to say that the attempts to cancel Russell Brand have only pushed more people towards Rumble and more people towards watching. Because take a look at this, okay? So Russell Brand 10 days ago put out this video, very short video, just in response to what was about to happen. Okay, the next video was when the UK politician had reached out to Rumble, TikTok, and from what we've heard, other platforms, although we don't have a full list of everyone that was contacted trying to get him demonetized. 1 million views. 1.66 million views. Now, these aren't his normal numbers. Take a look, okay? 585,000 views, all right, on this live stream. 377,000 views on this video. 611,000 views on this one. 165,000 views. Wasn't until Candace Owens versus Russell Brand, 764,000 views. Okay, that was 12 days ago. Okay, that live stream has only hit 764,000 views. So it's safe to say the attempts to have him deplatformed and demonetized have not been successful. All right, they haven't been successful. They've only drawn more people into watching Russell Brand's content and more people into watching Rumble. So they've gone after the advertisers of Rumble, and now apparently, allegedly, under the Online Safety Act, according to the Sun article over here, they may arrest the executives of Rumble if they set foot in the UK. Now, not right this second. However, the Online Safety Act has passed in Britain, and in about a month, it goes into effect. Now, let's get into this article, but before we do, please do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, drop a like on the video, and please share this video, spread the message, keep talking about what's going on, okay? Because here's the problem when we have things in the news cycle. The moment you stop talking about something, people instantly forget. They move on to the next thing. And it allows the people that are trying to push for very, very, very awful things to just cleanly get away with it. In 1 month, the Online Safety Act will be made into law in Britain. And when that happens, you will see some of the most disgusting overreaches of government as they try to get this man completely removed entirely. Now, as it begins, an online expert says Russell Brand's refugee platform, Rumble, could be forced offline under new safety laws. So this is referring to the Online Safety Act. Now, I'm going to skim through it. I read through the entire article on stream with everybody. I just want to go to the highlight, the highlighted points for everyone. The Canada-based platform has come under scrutiny after being used by Brand to share videos as he denies allegations of rape and sexual assault. He has been posting daily videos on his Stay Free program on Rumble since signing a deal with the website a year ago. It now faces being regulated by UK media watchdog Ofcom under the new online safety bill, which was approved by Parliament last week and is due to become law next month. Now, just one quick thing, and I've been saying this over and over again. The article by the Times, by Channel 4 News, the joint investigation for 4 years, produced an article that never actually makes the claim of grape. They never actually say the word. However, it's heavily, heavily, heavily implied. So it seems to me that the article is written in a way so that if they were ever sued for defamation, they could simply claim, we never actually made that accusation and none of the women did either. I want to be as clear as I can about that. That's clearly the implication that was given. However, the word was never used in the article. Tougher new rules could prompt Rumble's bosses to stop broadcasting to Britain, a tech expert has now suggested. The new law says internet firms must prevent children from seeing adult material, 18 and up material, as well as any material promoting eating disorders, self-harm, and seppuku. Now, this is actually pretty funny, okay? And the reason why I say that is what they're attempting to do is say, hey, Russell Brand has allegations from over 10 years ago from women who have refused to come forward, refused to file any type of lawsuit previously until reporters reached out to them, and have provided no evidence to back up any of their claims. That's where we're at right now, right? And so we're going to use this new law we passed talking about how we want to protect children from seeing content that children should not see. Do you see how the game worked? They got everybody on board by talking about how this law was to protect children from seeing harmful content to kids, right? Content promoting eating disorders, content promoting self-harm, content promoting very adult activities. And then the moment they get that passed, the very first thing that they do is talk about how they're going to use it to go after Russell Brand over anonymous allegations from 10 plus years ago, in which they won't actually say the term that they're accusing him of. It's pretty clear that this is a gross overreach of government, and it needs to be called out. It needs to be put in its place, and this needs to be removed from UK's laws, right? Like, again, I'm in the United States. We have certain protections protecting us from what they're doing in Britain, okay? But we've seen the attempts by our own government to go behind the scenes and get similar measures passed, right? Basically, the FBI going to Twitter and being in communication with Twitter on content that they think shouldn't be allowed, right? We know about that. So we do have laws, though, that prevent the politicians from outright and openly having content pulled down the way that they're doing it in the UK. UK does not believe in free speech. We're the only nation that has it enshrined into law, and we've seen our own government make attempts to get content removed. We've seen our own media, the press, the thing that the First Amendment protects, attempt to contact advertisers to get them to put pressure on online platforms to have people removed that they don't like. Violent content and material harmful to health, including misinformation about vaccines, will also be barred, and platforms will also be told to take down illegal materials such as videos inciting violence or race hate. So again, nothing, literally nothing related to what is going on with Russell Brand. However, they will use this new sweeping authority to go after him and go after Rumble. This all comes from a former Facebook executive. I'm not going to call him a lord. He's a piece of shit. He said, you can't get out of this by saying, I'm a crazy American platform. That's not okay. And that somehow you get a free pass. They don't get a free pass. Their whole philosophy is freedom of expression, a kind of screw you. So you actually tell where this guy's head's at, right? He despises the idea of free speech. He absolutely despises it. And also, Rumble is, I believe, a Canadian-based platform, not an American platform. Although I guess you could argue they're North America. So, but look at how he frames it. Oh, they're just crazy Americans. They're telling everyone, screw you. I mean, they should say screw you. They should tell the entire nation of Britain, go fuck yourselves. So when they get a letter from Ofcom saying, here are all the things you're going to have to do, it seems to me the most likely reaction is going to be, they're going to say, well, we won't operate in the UK anymore. I think what they should do is still operate in the United Kingdom and force Britain to try to remove the entire platform. One, VPNs exist, so you're going to have fun with that. But also, let everybody see just how grossly they abuse their powers after lying to them about why it was put in place. Failing to cooperate with Ofcom could put Rumble executives at risk of arrest if it visiting Britain, it has been suggested. Dame Carolyn Dinanagi, we've done a video on her, who chairs the Commons Culture, Media, and Sports Select Committee, wrote to Rumble last Thursday asking whether they should be suspending Russell Brand's ability to earn money. The comic and film star has 1.4 million followers on Rumble. Well, actually, because there's no social blade we can actually look at, but actually see it over here. He has 1.63 million followers now. So apparently he's gained a ton of popularity on Rumble. Like, again, these attempts to cancel Russell Brand have misfired heavily. But the UK does not seem to have the ability to think, okay? They don't have the ability to self-reflect on their actions here. Okay, so I imagine not just the UK, our own media, our own press. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It is absolutely going to get worse. Here, had the politician not reached out to Rumble and TikTok, okay, had YouTube not immediately demonetized him, you would not have shocked so many people into thinking, wow, wait, this doesn't make any sense. He was just accused. You don't have any evidence. You don't have any accusers willing to step forward. And you're all taking these sweeping actions to get him demonetized and pulled off the internet. Why are you doing that? Wait, what's going on here? Had you just let the accusations sit and fester, you know, a lot of people's brains would have been, hey, maybe there's some truth to it. I wouldn't have believed it. But there are plenty of people who would have believed it. Instead, what you did was, like, on day one, you immediately started canceling him from everything. On day two, you started getting him demonetized from everything. On day three, we have letters going out trying to get him pulled off of the internet. Very stupid, very dumb. But it's only going to get worse because these are the type of people who never learn from their mistakes. So, as they see Russell Brand get all of this viewership on Rumble, I guarantee you, Britain is going to sit there and go, wow, we need to get him taken down. Chaps or whatever, fuck. So, guys, push them to make improvements. Yeah. Push them to make improvements. So what they actually mean is what they want to do is have full control of these online platforms. They want the government to be in full say and full control of what is allowed on these platforms, what messages are allowed on these platforms, and they'll use the Online Safety Act, which is a ridiculous piece of legislation, in order to do it. Now, here's the problem. When they try to pass something like this, they lie about the reasons behind it. They make it sound like it's something good. It's to protect kids. And if you call it out, then you're somebody who just doesn't want to protect kids from seeing adult material or seeing self-harm material. So then they get it passed, and the very first thing they fucking do is misuse that authority. So will they arrest Rumble executives if they visit the UK? Maybe. Will they try to get it removed from their country entirely? Maybe. Are you going to remove Twitter from your country? Maybe. We don't know how insane these people are. All we can do is say that it seems very likely that they will go down that route. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Share the conversation. Please share it. Don't stop talking about it, because the minute you stop talking about it, this goes into effect in a month. And when it does, they will do everything they can to get it pushed through as hard and heavy as they can. And if you're not talking about it, you'll miss it.